What's good, guys? LM7 here, back with another review. This time we have a newer set. By I mean a newer type of collector set, a smaller version. We have Darth Vader's Meditation Chamber. So this is kind of like the Bespin Duel that came out that was meant for adults, really a collector's model. This even has the collector's type box with the black border and the dark backgrounds showing nothing else. 18 plus. That might be a little hard, but it's really just signifying that it's more for adults than kids to play with. It is a slightly challenging build compared to other $70 sets, I suppose. 75,296. So that means this was numbered before the rest of the wave. So maybe it got delayed, who really knows. 663 pieces and cost $69.99, which is a fair value, I believe. The strange part is it does not show the minifigures on the box, which isn't weird for collector sets, but the fact that there's two minifigures and they don't mention the second one at all is interesting. Back of the box just shows a different view and the dimensions, which is very reminiscent of like the new Republic gunship. But it is 7 inches tall and 7.5 inches wide and deep because it's a square. And then it shows some clips from the movie. Nothing too crazy there. But if you read the instruction booklet about the scene, they talk about the bone-chilling first time you see Darth Vader without his helmet on, blah, blah, blah. If you didn't know, your other minifigure is Admiral Piet, which they don't mention at all on the box for whatever reason. I don't know if that's ever happened before, but I thought it was interesting. I know it's not mentioned on the gunship, but a named character usually gets shown on the box. Anyway. Under 700 pieces, not the longest build, but it is kind of technical, so it does take a minute. Just so you have some kind of awareness, it's about 100 pages long, not a super lengthy build, but enough time, especially if you're a more novice builder. It has a little bit of a challenge to it when it comes to the technic aspect of it, the detailing. 2 minifigures involved, and we will move down here to get a better view of them. So you get Admiral Piet, nothing too special about him. Standard dark bluish gray legs, no arm printing or anything crazy like that. He doesn't need it, but just mentioning that there isn't any, just standard Imperial logo. His chest there. Single-sided head, small blaster. Then you have the highlight, which if you're going to buy it for a minifigure would be, the reason is the newer Darth Vader with the new fancy printing, and he's got the detailed arm printing, which people were excited about and then hated that you could only get it in exclusive sets and blah, blah, blah. Now here you go, a moderately expensive set to get Darth Vader. Other than that, he's the same as he's been for a while. Same kind of smirky face, burn details, the newer helmet design. Nothing crazy. He does have a lightsaber, but there's a place on the set where you can clip it, which I prefer. And you get it even has a little display plaque, which is reminiscent of other big collector's models. Nothing special about it, doesn't tell you any stats or anything, just meditation chamber. So you can put it on if you want. If not, it doesn't really make a huge difference to the set. But it's got this nice little base around it with pearl silver grill plates going around it just to give it some flair on the nice square black background, kind of like the stands of collector sets. And then while we're here, we might as well look at some of the inside detailing. This rotates. Darth Vader can spin, and I'll put him in there in a minute. show that he can sit in there and then spin around, and sticker detailing. You can see that he's talking to other people here in the background, which is kind of a nifty little inclusion. I liked that. Someone had way too much fun making those figures. But that's a cool, I liked how they built that with a sticker and then a transparent piece in front of the sticker to make it look like a hologram. Interesting. These little sections here were tedious, and you do that 8 times for the top claw on the bottom. That was a little annoying. I like how they got the rounded edges with the little lip. Like I said, moderately difficult build because they were going for more accuracy than just pure play features. And people complain, but this large Technic section, which isn't actually there, is needed to support the feature of the set, and I'll show that in a second. But basically that little ball joint can go up and down the Technic beam, and it locks in place by gravity, so you can open and close the meditation chamber, which is the main feature of the set. The main feature, and basically the only other one other than putting Darth Vader on there. It's pretty big though, for what it is. It's bigger than I was expecting. Darth Vader's lightsaber can clip on the back. I like it when they give little clips like that, so you know, you don't have to make him hold a lightsaber while he's meditating. If anything, it'd be floating. But what you do, you just lift up and it releases the gravity, and then you can lower it. And it just closes like that, nothing crazy. You can hear a little snap when it hits other sections. You can have it at any different level should you want. If that's too high for you, you can lower it a little. That I prefer it open when it's on the shelf, but it doesn't look too bad when it's closed like that. People complain that you can see all the white stuff on the inside. Come on now. Why do we gotta complain about everything? Not everything needs to be analyzed super much. It's not a terribly expensive set anyway. Other than, no, this is the cheapest set, I believe, to get the Darth Vader with the printed arms, other than the Death Star Duel, which was $100, or the Imperial Star Destroyer, which was a metric ton of money. So this would be good for a little desk, you know, if you wanted something like this at work. Not too big, but shows that you're a Star Wars fan, and it's pretty visually appealing. The bright white looks good against the black, even amongst the gaps that you can see. But you just make Darth Vader sit like normal, and then he can kind of move this off to the side. And then he just sits there, and he can spin however you want him to be. And they even give a little stud right here for Admiral Piet to stand by, that he's talking to Darth Vader. Which I think is kind of funny that they didn't do that, but neat addition. So, yeah. Darth Vader's on a little swivel. As accurate as you can be. Not a gigantic set, so not too much to talk about, but yeah, there's a little stud they give specifically for Piet, which is funny. The only downside is this feels a little wobbly, but it hasn't fallen apart on me yet, so it's really not. It just has a little wobble. That Technic beam may be newer. I haven't seen one like that, and I have quite a few Technic sets. Maybe I'm just forgetting. You never know. But that's Darth Vader's meditation chamber, a set that was kind of, you know, we knew it was a thing, like the set number was real, but we didn't know what it was, and it was given a different number at one point, but people were wrong about that, so the fact that we got this set at all is interesting, and the fact that it came out with the rest of the wave was unexpected. I personally thought that it would have been better to release this on September 1st rather than the Mandalorian Armory set that you can pre-order now. What can I say? I thought flipping them would be different. You know, maybe build more hype for the meditation chamber, which you could also pre-order a couple months ago, which I did. However, I didn't need to because my LEGO store had plenty of these too, so live and learn. You never know what's going to be super popular or not. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, no big deal. I understand how inconsistent things like this are. But I appreciate your time, and I will see you guys next time.